The days of choosing between business and economy on airlines have gone. Now, two more carriers are subdividing the fare tiers. United said it will start selling the Economy Plus seats with extra elbow room later this year. Essentially, they are the window or aisle seats in a row, and they're going to block the middle seats. Very similar to the way Euro business class is done. And Lufthansa in Europe is making the first row seat in business class to any traveller at a premium economy. In premium, economy travellers can reserve a seat all the way at the back of the plane. You can have the front or the back. The back one comes at a lower price. Brian Summers is the founder and editor of the Airline Observer, is with me now. What's the game here? We've already subdivided the cabin between business, premium, economy plus economy. You've even got these now studios at the front row of business class. How much more can you divide the whole cabin?
Well, first of all, Richard, thanks for having me. But the game here is to make money. We know that people love to hate airlines, but in the best years, it's like 7, 8, 9% operating margins. And this is not the best year. So you have a lot of airlines, Lufthansa and United among them, that are looking under the couch cushions for as much money as they can find. And they know that people value certain seats on the airplane more than others. So they're just slicing and dicing the cabin to get you and me and everybody else to pay more for what we were getting for free or very cheaply in the past.
The United in one is interesting because essentially they've already got their economy plus with 6 extra or 3 extra inches of legroom or whatever it is. And they're basically creating a European business class at the front of economy, and Lufthansa's charging less for the back row.
Yeah, the Lufthansa or the United one is a little bit interesting because Richard, the FAA in the United States requires airlines to have a certain number of flight attendants per passenger, the magic number being 50, so 150 seats. United is taking an airplane that probably should have 152 seats, blocking a middle seat in one row, taking it down to 150. For Lufthansa, this is just a money grab. Different airline, somebody that we know very well, Ben Smith, the CEO of Air France KLM, once told me when I complained about this, right? Because just like you, I want my seat for free. He said, Brian, if somebody values something, they will pay for it. And a lot of people like getting off the airplane first. And Lufthansa says, if you're going to be cheap, Richard, you got to sit in the back.
I want to quickly turn direction. Saadia Zahidi, has been announced, the lady from the World Economic Forum. I just suddenly thought about this question, so forgive, we were just springing it upon you, but you saw the announcement, I'm sure. So IATA is no longer going to have an airline CEO as its Director General after Willie Walsh. They've gone for somebody, the Managing Director of the World Economic Forum. This is an extremely competent lady who's very, very experienced in policy issues, knows nothing, I believe, about in terms of the detail on aviation, but is going to be running IATA. A very interesting move.
Yeah, this is an interesting move, Richard. As long as I've been doing this, and probably as long as you've been doing this, which is longer, IATA has gone for, shall we say, a former, which is to say a former airline CEO, usually a white man in his 60s or 70s that can backslap the other CEOs, tell everybody they're doing a great job. I really like this decision to move outside the industry. I've been covering this a very long time. I get it. Airlines are very technical. A lot of us have been working in the industry for a long time. But let's be honest here, Richard, it's not rocket science. If people have a good education, if they want to learn, they can figure it out. And I hope that's what happens here.
And the interesting thing is, of course, the IATA members and the IATA board, they love to turn on the person that they've just appointed. It didn't really happen as Willie Walsh in the early days, but they love to go after the person. It's going to be interesting because Saeedi's been on this program, and she's not going to be she's going to give them a run for their money, because she does. She may not understand and may not have run a vast enterprise, but she does understand policy at the very highest levels.
Yes, she does. And I joke about this, but I think it's true. I always liken IATA, because it's a worldwide trade group with almost every airline in the world, to the United Nations. So you have what, about 200 countries at the UN. For various reasons, they don't agree on anything. Why would airline CEOs, somebody from Asia, somebody from Europe, somebody from South America, different size airlines, government-run airlines, public airlines, why would they agree on anything? So they all sit in these rooms, and you've probably been in them just like I have, and they just kind of argue and make fun of each other, because they really don't agree on that much.
Thank you, Rowan. Lovely. Wish you were here with me, here on the pier, but you're not, so I'll have an ice cream without you. Thank you, sir, for joining us. Now